How is it going everybody, Mr. Android here. Welcome back to a brand new video on this channel. Today I've got here with me two ultra smartphones from Samsung. One is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra running the One UI 8.5 and the other is the latest S26 Ultra that is currently running the One UI 9 based on Android 17. I know many of you just started getting the much awaited One UI 8.5 update on their Samsung phones, but guess what? They've already started rolling out the first beta of One UI 9 for the Galaxy S26 users. And luckily I was able to install it on my S26 Ultra. With that being said, in today's video I'll be comparing the One UI 8.5 with the brand new One UI 9 and see what changes they have made with this latest update. Guys, if you really want to know what are the changes that are coming to your Samsung phone really soon, then stay tuned and watch this video until the very end. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video, it would mean a lot to me. So drop a like, leave a comment and let's get started. Alright guys, starting things with the quick panel because this is where they have again made some more changes and tweaks. First of all, the volume and brightness sliders have gotten much thicker compared to One UI 8.5. And not just that, even the dark mode and sound profile toggle has now been separated from these sliders. Previously, we used to get these shortcuts inside the sliders, but now they are individual toggles which can be placed anywhere you want to. Also guys, now you can freely adjust the size of the sliders as well as the media player. I mean, you can make it as short as you want without even having to install the Good Lock module on your phone. So what I mean is that now you can freely customize every single element inside the quick panel without using the Quick Start module on your device. Another minor change I have noticed is whenever you shrink any big tile into a small round shaped toggle, it now looks much cleaner without these borders that we get on One UI 8.5. I think all these small changes have made the quick panel even more refined compared to the One UI 8.5. Next, if you talk about the lock screen, both might look very similar at first and honestly they haven't done much here in terms of customizations. We do get all these same clock styles as well as widgets that are already present on One UI 8.5, but still there is one interesting change that I'm really excited to show you and it is related to nowbar. As you can see, we now have a brand new revamped design for the music player compared to One UI 8.5. There is a wave animation here with a glowing slider along with separate buttons for the playback, which isn't the case with the previous version. And not just that, when you expand, it has a whole new interface that just looks absolutely stunning. One more thing I've noticed is the animation when you expand has gotten a lot smoother and refined compared to the previous version. Even the same changes can be found when you open the live activities. You can see how much better the music player looks on One UI 9 with that beautiful wave animation. And also when you open the quick settings, here again you can see the brand new music player, which I think looks so much better compared to what we get on One UI 8.5. Now talking more about animations, I've noticed a lot of improvements here and there in terms of smoothness. For example, when I long press and open the widget panel, you can see on One UI 8.5 there is a light stutter when you open the widgets page, but now with One UI 9 I think they have fixed it and I don't see any jitter or stutter whatsoever. Similarly, inside the settings menu, when you click on the search bar at the bottom, it gets expanded and then pops in One UI 9, whereas we do not have any such animation on One UI 8.5. The same search bar when you try to access it from the app drawer also feels more refined. So there are definitely some improvements in terms of animations and smoothness. Although they haven't done much to the app opening and closing animation, but other than that, I think they have made a lot of small refinement that do make the overall experience a lot better. Next in the settings page, if I go to Galaxy AI, here also you can see the One UI 9 looks much cleaner with only the features listed without the text below that explains each one of them. If you go inside, here you can see in detail what that feature is all about. So this is one minor change that I've noticed in One UI 9. Apart from this, if you go to accessibility, here at the top we now get all new option that says what's new in One UI 9. It has some interesting features, but what I really liked is this feature called Text Spotlight. once you toggle this on, you get this useful shortcut, and what it does is when you are browsing through the web or reading an article, you can simply tap on it and it lets you expand and highlight the text to make it easier to read. You can use this shortcut anywhere on the screen when you are struggling to read something on your phone. And you can also customize it to change the font and background color, adjust the scrolling speed, and do a lot more. So these are all the new features and changes that I've found in One UI 9 based on Android 17, and I think they have made some refinements and made the UI look even more modern compared to One UI 8.5. Since it's only the first beta, we can expect more changes coming in the future updates. So stay tuned for that, and if you guys like this video, then be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I am Mr. Android, and I'll see you guys in the next one.